Hook, first 10-15 seconds. What if I told you that something sitting in your fridge right now could slowly harm your health when reheated? Foods you eat every day, rice, chicken, even vegetables, can become risky if reheated the wrong way. And most people have no idea. Stay with me, because what I'm about to reveal could protect you and your family. Introduction. Hello and welcome. Today, we're talking about a topic that almost everyone ignores, but it directly affects your daily health. Reheating food is a normal part of life, especially in busy households. But here's the truth. Not all foods are safe to reheat. In fact, some can develop harmful compounds or bacteria that may increase the risk of serious health issues over time, including digestive problems and even long-term diseases. Now don't worry, I'm not here to scare you. I'm here to educate you. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which foods to avoid reheating, why they become dangerous, and what you should do instead. Make sure you watch till the end because the last food on this list is something millions of people reheat every single day. Let's get started. Main content. First, let's talk about rice. Yes, plain, simple rice. It may look harmless, but reheating rice incorrectly can be risky. The issue starts when cooked rice is left at room temperature for too long. It can develop bacteria that produce toxins. And here's the dangerous part. These toxins are not destroyed by reheating. So even if you heat the rice again until it's steaming hot, those toxins may still be there. This can lead to food poisoning symptoms like nausea, vomiting, and stomach cramps. Here's what you should do. Always store leftover rice in the refrigerator within 1 hour of cooking. When reheating, make sure it's piping hot all the way through and never reheat rice more than once. Second, chicken. Chicken is one of the most commonly reheated foods and also one of the most misunderstood. When chicken is reheated, especially in a microwave, the protein structure can change. This can make it harder to digest and sometimes lead to stomach discomfort. But the bigger risk is uneven heating. Some parts of the chicken may stay cold, allowing bacteria to survive. To stay safe, reheat chicken slowly and evenly. Use an oven or stovetop instead of a microwave if possible, and make sure it reaches a safe internal temperature. Third, eggs. Eggs are packed with protein and nutrients, but reheating them can be tricky. When cooked eggs are reheated at high temperatures, the proteins can break down in a way that may release harmful compounds. Also, eggs can spoil quickly if not stored properly. Reheating them after they've been sitting out can increase the risk of food poisoning. Best practice, eat eggs fresh whenever possible. If you must reheat them, do so gently and only once. Avoid reheating scrambled eggs or boiled eggs multiple times. Fourth, spinach and leafy greens. This one surprises many people. Spinach and other leafy greens contain natural nitrates. When reheated, these nitrates can convert into nitrites and potentially harmful compounds. Over time, and with repeated exposure, these compounds may have negative effects on health. So what's the solution? If you cook spinach, try to eat it immediately. Avoid reheating it, especially multiple times. If you have leftovers, consider eating them cold in a salad instead. Fifth, potatoes. Potatoes are another everyday food that can become risky if handled improperly. When cooked potatoes are left at room temperature for too long, they can develop bacteria like Clostridium botulinum. Reheating does not always eliminate this risk. To stay safe, store cooked potatoes in the refrigerator as soon as they cool down. Reheat them thoroughly and never leave them out for long periods. Sixth, mushrooms. Mushrooms contain proteins that can break down quickly after cooking. When reheated, these proteins may change in a way that affects digestion and can lead to stomach upset. The key rule, eat mushrooms fresh after cooking. If you need to store them, keep them refrigerated and reheat only once and preferably at low heat. Seventh, seafood. Seafood is highly sensitive to temperature changes. When reheated improperly, it can develop strong odors and harmful bacteria. Also, the delicate proteins in fish can break down, affecting both taste and safety. Best approach, only reheat seafood once and do it carefully. If it smells off, do not eat it. Value add, do's and don'ts, common mistakes. Let's quickly go over some important do's and don'ts. Do. Store food quickly after cooking. Use airtight containers. Reheat food until it is steaming hot. Eat leftovers within 1 to 2 days. Don't. Reheat food multiple times. Leave cooked food at room temperature for hours. Rely only on smell to judge safety. Use uneven heating methods without checking temperature. One of the biggest mistakes people make is thinking that reheating kills everything. It doesn't. Some toxins and bacteria can survive and still cause harm. Engagement. If you're finding this helpful so far, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more health tips like this. And I want to hear from you. What food do you reheat the most? Comment below. Also, stay with me till the end because I'm about to share a simple rule that can make all your meals safer instantly. Conclusion. Let's wrap this up. Reheating food is convenient, but it must be done safely. Some foods like rice, chicken, eggs, spinach, potatoes, mushrooms, and seafood require extra care. The simple rule to remember is this: cook fresh when possible, store properly, and reheat only once. Your health is built on daily habits. Small changes like how you handle leftovers can make a big difference over time. Start applying these tips today and you'll protect not just yourself, but your entire family. Start applying these tips today and you'll protect not just yourself, but your entire family. Because at the end of the day, health isn't about big, complicated changes. It's about the small decisions you make every single day, like how you store your food, how you reheat it, and how aware you are of what goes into your body. Think about it. Most people spend time choosing what to eat, but very few think about how they eat it later. Leftovers feel convenient, quick, and harmless. But now you understand that convenience without awareness can sometimes come at a cost. The good news? You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be mindful. Let's make this even simpler with a quick everyday routine you can follow. When you cook food, try to make only as much as you need. This reduces the chances of leftovers sitting around too long. But if you do have leftovers, don't leave them on the kitchen counter for hours. As soon as the food cools down slightly, store it in the refrigerator. This one habit alone can dramatically reduce bacterial growth. Next, label your mindset, even if you don't label your containers. Ask yourself, when did I cook this? If you're unsure, it's better to stay on the safe side and avoid eating it. Your body is not a place for guessing games. When it's time to reheat, avoid rushing. Many people just throw food into the microwave for a minute and assume it's safe. But uneven heating is one of the biggest hidden dangers. Cold spots in food can allow bacteria to survive, so take an extra minute, stir your food, and make sure it's heated evenly throughout. And here's something most people overlook: how many times you reheat the same food. Every time food cools down and is reheated again, the risk increases. The structure of nutrients changes and bacteria have more opportunities to grow. So a good rule is only reheat what you plan to eat. Don't keep putting the same dish back in the fridge again and again. Now let's talk about your refrigerator. Your fridge is not just a storage box, it's a safety tool. Keep the temperature at or below 40 degrees Celsius. 4 degrees Celsius. If your fridge isn't cold enough, bacteria can still grow slowly. Also, avoid overcrowding your fridge. Air needs to circulate to keep food properly chilled. Another simple tip: store different types of food separately. Cooked food should always be kept away from raw items like meat or seafood. This prevents cross-contamination, which is a major cause of foodborne illness. Now, let me share a powerful mindset shift. Instead of asking, "Can I reheat this?" start asking, "Should I reheat this?" That one question can change your habits completely. Because sometimes, even if you can reheat something, it doesn't mean it's the best choice for your health. For example, reheating delicate foods like seafood or leafy greens may not give you the same nutritional value and may even introduce risks. Another thing to remember is your senses are helpful, but not perfect. Smell, taste, and appearance can give clues, but they don't always reveal harmful bacteria or toxins. Some dangerous microorganisms don't change the smell or taste of food at all, so don't rely only on your senses. Rely on safe habits. Now, if you have a busy lifestyle, and let's be honest, most of us do, meal prepping is a great option, but it has to be done the right way. Divide your meals into smaller portions before storing them. This way, you only reheat what you need instead of reheating the entire batch again and again. Also, invest in good quality storage containers. Airtight containers keep moisture out and help preserve freshness. Glass containers are especially useful because they don't absorb odors and are easy to reheat safely. Let's also clear one common myth. Many people believe that if food looks fine and is reheated until it's very hot, it's automatically safe. But as we discussed earlier, some toxins are heat resistant. That means no matter how much you heat the food, the toxin may still remain. That's why prevention is always better than correction. Now imagine this: your kitchen becoming a place not just for cooking, but for protecting health. Every small step you take, storing food quickly, reheating properly, avoiding risky foods, adds a layer of safety for you and your loved ones. And if you have children or elderly family members at home, this becomes even more important. Their immune systems may be more sensitive, which means they are at higher risk from improperly handled food. So your awareness doesn't just protect you, it protects the people you care about most. Before we end, let's go over one simple golden rule that you should always remember. Cool it quickly, store it safely, and reheat it only once. If you follow just this one rule, you'll already be ahead of most people. Now I'd love to hear from you. Which of these tips surprised you the most? And is there a food you've been reheating regularly that you might stop now? Drop your answer in the comments below. I read every single one. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Because simple knowledge like this can truly make a big difference in everyday health. Take care of your food, and your food will take care of you. And the truth is, most health problems don't appear overnight. They build slowly, quietly, over time, through habits that seem small and harmless. Reheating food the wrong way might not affect you today or tomorrow, but repeated exposure to unsafe practices can put stress on your digestive system, weaken your immunity, and increase your risk of illness in the long run. That's why awareness is power. When you understand how food behaves after it's cooked, you start making smarter choices without even thinking about it. You begin to notice things you ignored before, like how long food sits out, how often it's reheated, or whether it was stored properly in the first place. Let's take a real-life example. Imagine you cook dinner at night, rice, chicken, and some vegetables. After eating, you leave the food on the table for a couple of hours while watching TV. Later, you put it in the fridge. The next day, you take it out, reheat it quickly in the microwave, and eat it again. This is a very common routine, but now that you know better, you can see the risks. The food sat out too long. It may have developed bacteria. The reheating may not have been even, and if any of that food gets reheated again later, the risk increases even more. Now imagine a slightly improved version of the same routine. You finish dinner and store leftovers within 1 hour. You divide the food into smaller containers. The next day, you reheat only the portion you need, making sure it's hot all the way through. The rest stays safely stored. See the difference? It's not about changing your entire lifestyle. It's about upgrading your habits just a little bit. Another important thing to understand is that your body sends signals. If you often feel bloated, uncomfortable, or experience mild stomach issues after eating leftovers, it could be your body reacting to improperly handled food. Many people ignore these signs or blame something else, but your body is very intelligent. It notices things before you do, so start paying attention. Now let's talk about one more overlooked factor: time. Time is one of the biggest enemies of food safety. The longer food stays in the danger zone temperature, between 40 degrees and 140 degrees, the more opportunity bacteria have to grow. This is why timing matters so much. Don't wait too long to refrigerate. Don't keep leftovers for too many days. And don't reheat food that has been sitting in your fridge for too long, even if it looks okay. A simple habit you can build is this: if it's been more than 2 days, think twice. If it's been more than 3 to 4 days, it's better to let it go. It may feel wasteful, but your health is always more valuable than a leftover meal. Now here's another smart strategy. Plan your meals better. If you know you won't eat leftovers, try cooking smaller portions. Or cook foods that are safer to store and reheat, like soups or stews, which tend to heat more evenly compared to dry foods. You can also freeze certain foods instead of refrigerating them. Freezing slows down bacterial growth significantly. Just make sure to thaw food safely, preferably in the fridge, not on the kitchen counter. Let's also talk about microwaves, because almost everyone uses them. Microwaves are convenient, but they can heat food unevenly. That means some parts of your food may be very hot, while others remain cold, and those cold spots are where bacteria can survive. So here's a quick tip. Always stir your food halfway through reheating, cover it with a microwave-safe lid to trap steam, which helps heat the food more evenly, and let it sit for a minute after heating. This allows the heat to distribute properly. Small steps, big difference. Now, I want to address something important: fear. This video is not meant to make you afraid of food. It's meant to give you control. Food is meant to nourish you, not harm you. And when you handle it correctly, it does exactly that. So don't feel overwhelmed. Start with 1 or 2 changes. Maybe today, you decide to store your food faster. Tomorrow, you focus on reheating properly. Over time, these small improvements become automatic habits. And once they become habits, you don't have to think about them anymore. That's the goal: effortless safety. Also, share this knowledge with your family. Many people, especially older generations, follow habits they've used for years without realizing the risks. A simple conversation can help protect them too. You don't need to lecture, just gently share what you've learned, because health awareness grows when it's shared. And finally, remember this: your kitchen is one of the most powerful places in your home. It can either support your health or slowly work against it. The difference comes down to knowledge and habits. Today, you've taken a step toward making your kitchen a safer place. So the next time you open your fridge and think about reheating something, pause for a second. Ask yourself, was this stored properly? Has it been reheated before? Is it still safe? That one moment of awareness can protect you from unnecessary risk. And over time, those small moments add up to a healthier, stronger life. Stay mindful, stay informed, and take care of what you eat, because it truly shapes how you feel, how you function, and how you live every single day.